Hello. I'm just recording a video in my car because I've just taught meditation at the Burnside Ballroom behind me, and I just wanted to let people know that I don't really promote myself very actively. This is one of my lessons in this life as well, to feel okay with promoting myself and to share. I mean, sometimes I do, and other times I just totally don't. I'm just flowing with whatever's happening. But on a Thursday at about 1 o'clock until about 10 to 2, I run a free meditation. They do take a gold coin here at the Burnside Community Centre, and it goes to donation. So I'm doing this because I love it so much. I love the people, and I love people coming to learn about meditation. And I teach a lot of different styles. I teach just so much about mindfulness, breathing, body awareness, just the way we can navigate into a field of meditation and how it works. I talk a lot about why it works the way it does, and encourage people to really find their own path and their own meditative style that suits them. And people can lie down at the end for deep relaxation, and they really love it. And it's really it's just my heart and my joy is in it, and I have a lot of information to share, so I can only put so much into each class, and I balance it with silence and with experience, and with also explaining a little bit about the science and the biology behind it, and also how the mind works, and how we can navigate through the field of consciousness as well, depending on the group. I do that. So after that, I also teach a class also for free. It's called Come and Try over 65s, and they've invited me to teach, and I really enjoy that too. And that continues afterwards, so that's from 2 till 3 every Thursday, and that is $5 they charge. And I think they also want to pay me something towards that. I'm not quite sure. I don't really mind, because I'm just doing it because I love it. Anyway, I've already taught 4 sessions, and so we've got another 6 to go. It's a 10-week program. And yeah, also, if you know anyone that's 65 and over, that's a Burnside program. It's really, really great. And there's really, really nice people that come and have little chats, and sometimes they share and sometimes they don't. But it's really, really beautiful and nourishing. And it's both classes are in the chair, so you don't need to get off the chair at all. It's completely catering for anybody at any stage of experience, non-experience. And there's always a deep relaxation, there's meditation, and there is a bit of body stretching involved as well. So it's just wonderful. It's drawing on my many years of experience, and I'm really glad that I can just let that flow, and it's so effortless for me, and that I can just share that and give back in that way, which makes me the happiest. It really does. These people are so beautiful and receptive and graceful, and it's just the most beautiful energy to be part of. So if you have time, then join us. I just wanted to make a personal note about it and post that, and also to invite you to join us. It's really like $2 is the one, from 110 till about 150 every Thursday. I so far have been running it throughout, except when I went to India. And at the moment I'm running it even in the school holidays, but I might not. If I don't, again, all you need to do is to book in. Is you look up the Burnside Community Centre, and there's a number for that, and you just call them and say it's meditation with Sabine, it's the whatever Thursday 1:10, and they'll book you in, and also let you know if something has changed, because maybe I'm traveling or I'm overseas for something which is coming up again in a few months as well. So keep that in mind and flow with it. And it is really a positive energy. It's relaxing, and as you know, when you relax, the body can go into deep healing. And when we have a navigation system through the busyness of the mind and the activity all around us, we come into a different space of inspiration and clarity, and we can cope with stress so much better, and all the challenges in life. So yeah, it's totally beneficial, and I feel that I teach a wide spectrum and a huge repertoire, and that everyone can find something that resonates, and really start to implement it in everyday life, and to use little techniques to help you go to sleep, to help you cope with stressful situations, to contemplate what you spend your energy on and get stressed about, and whether that's worth it or not. Sometimes I read a little bit of Eckhart Tolle, just for 5 minutes or less even, and usually it's spot on for the people that are there, and they just go, wow, that's just what I needed to hear. It's all like that, and I really do feel that when we come from the heart, and when we really and this is really for me, I could just do this all the time and every day and non-stop. It comes from this deep place in my soul that just loves it so much, and loves seeing people happy so much. It's making me emotional, but that good things come from that, good energy, and loving people there, and just incredible. Honestly, it's like another planet. So if you resonate, join us. You can always try and see what happens and how you feel, and you're very welcome. Tell some of your friends, tell people that are retired, that have that spare time, and they can come to the Burnside Library and explore the library or other activities. They do other things here like Tai Chi and all sorts of great classes for people. It's really wonderful. I think this is one of the good things in life, and I for example pay a lot of council rates for the Burnside area, and sometimes you think, wow, that's a lot, but they do these good things. That's what it's about. And of course the roads are clean, and there's beautiful trees and beautiful venues, so come and use that, and really explore that. I would love to see you, your parents, your grandparents, anyone you think might benefit. It's worth trying, and if they don't like it, they don't have to try it again. And if they love it, it can be life-changing. It can really change so much. It can change the whole way in which the body is responding to stress. It can really help people to feel hope and to feel empowered, and so many other things that are all about well-being. I teach people how to relax. I make analogies about remembering when they're relaxed, and bringing that in, like the idea of, I've been using this since my first yoga class, 8 years ago or more, like slipping into a warm bath, coming into acceptance, melting into the moment. And someone will pick up on something and use that, and it's just so beautiful. And some people have never heard such things before, and when they're ripe and ready, it's just everything. And other people have been doing it for ages, and they just love that. The difference with my teaching style is that we also move the body. So we prepare the body a little bit, because to meditate deeply and to come into the stillness, it's good to let the body release first, and I teach techniques for that, and that helps the meditation in turn to become deeper again. So it's and of course we all get stagnant, we all drive, and or have parts of our bodies that are not as great as they used to be, so we get energy flowing again, and even that can just be a really nice thing to harness and in our lives. And a lot of people that come are a little bit elderly, and so it's really great to learn simple techniques in a chair, and that you can use any way you want. And it can be a meditation. I incorporate breathing with this, and mindfulness, so that it can really be built into a little 5-minute meditation, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, and always options to go deeper and further. So I'm really, really, really happy, and I realized that many people don't know about it, and so I've decided to make this little video. So share it, enjoy it, and this is Adelaide, by the way. I don't know where this YouTube could go in the end, but this is in Adelaide, South Australia, in Burnside. And and also invite me if you want me to do this somewhere else. Please send me a message. I would love to do it anywhere in the world, not just in Australia, but in Europe, anywhere I go. It's totally there's something very, very profound about this that I can't even put my finger on, but my being loves it, and the people receive it, and it's very graceful and very effortless and very I can just see people not just thanking me. It's not that. It's, I can see they look better, they feel more relaxed. I can see when they come back, they tell me, I've practiced that technique, you know, and I've learned about this, and Sabine, you know, thank you, you know, this was so profound and so deep. It's really changing my life. And I hear this every time. That's why I feel silly repeating it here, but maybe I need to say it. It's what I hear all the time, and I really am not into boasting. I know that I've got a bit of an allergy to that. People boast so much, and in a way, the last thing I want to be is someone that does that. But I guess it's a free service, so I can tell you that people come to me all the time saying it's changed their life, that it's phenomenal, that, you know, if they don't come once a week, they miss it, and the benefits are huge. So and lots of things like this, and they just say, you know, I should make recordings, and they just really, you can feel the thankfulness is really from a deep place. It's not just thank you for that, it's like, thank you, that really makes a difference. This is really wonderful and easy and doable and inspirational, and yeah, and that's what I wanted it to be. So I'm glad my intention is aligned with the reality there. And again, thank you. Feel free to share this, and feel free to comment or connect with me. Yeah, I teach Kundalini yoga as well, again with my flair in it of grace, letting go and listening to your body. And I also teach children yoga. I also have private one-on-one sessions, breakthrough sessions using mind techniques, hypnosis, hypnotic, because everything is in the unconscious mind. A lot of our actions that we can't change are that way because they served us, and we have unconsciously programmed that as a mechanism. And I very much have also just today in this class discussed how when we meditate and change our breath and our in a sense our consciousness and our openness, I can reach their unconscious mind in those sessions. And I say things to them like, you have everything you need inside you. You are going into deep self-healing, and the more you relax, the greater the benefit. And I'm teaching people that letting go means getting more energy. Holding tight is really burning up energy that you don't need, and really empower people to realize that when you meditate, you don't become, you know, dumb or oblivious or floaty. It's actually a state of being where you're very grounded. And I ground people, and meaning making sure I teach grounding techniques, feeling the chair, for example, and really connecting to that is already a total change in how most people operate. They don't even notice the chair and sink into that beautiful feeling of the support and relax the shoulders, because we don't need to have the shoulders up, and notice the breath and where the breath is. And we really go into that as well. Every class is a bit different. Some of it is repeated because we learn by repetition, and that means eventually, you know, when you're walking in the shops and you're pushing your trolley along, or carrying your basket, or you're waiting for a bus, or you're walking in the street, or in the middle of random mall, or you're about to give an important talk, it becomes very natural that you know to feel the feet, that you know to notice your breath, and that you're going to do so much better and have so much more of a profound effect when you are in the now, and when you are consciously in the now, because we are always in the now, except the mind takes us into the future and the past, and that's okay, it's got its place. But when we can really be here in that place where we are now, with the sounds, you know, with the movements, with everything, we meet the now. It is so powerful. There is actually no real language to describe that. It is integrative, deepening, empowering, enlivening, and your presence speaks so much more from that place. So, and I do mention those things, and sometimes we talk about how nutrition can help, and how our intuition works better when we are aware like this, and how we make different choices, and how we choose to be responding to people around us. And I talk about lots and lots of analogies. I realize I have just so much. I could just, you know, go continuously for 20 hours, and this would be a continuum of different tools and different ways to navigate, to empower yourself. It's really amazing, and I'm so happy that life has brought me to this. And yeah, there's Kumon happening. There's a lot of kiddies coming to their Kumon classes, and again, it's wonderful things. And maybe I should run a class when that's on, and the kiddies do Kumon and the parents meditate, and then they come together again, and that would create beautiful harmony for the end of the day as well. So if you do want to invite me to something, or if you want to help me make recordings, I'm all open to that. I know it needs to happen because I can't be everywhere. I'm very inspired, I'm very open, and I'm extremely ready for all that, because my children are now a little bit older, meaning, you know, they are literally 2 adults and 1 very mature teenager. So I'm now giving this more time. My time before was very much around being a parent, and I love that, and I honor that, and I really, that was a great privilege, and it still is. But nowadays they're quite comfortable with me doing other things and not being there so much, and I'm still there for them, of course, but I have time to explore this and to really spread my wings with this work as well. And I can draw on many different things, including, you know, how to be calm in your family situation, and that's very powerful. I've practiced that a lot with my ex-husband studying medicine when my children were little. He was studying that when we conceived, and so, you know, I've learned to juggle a lot and to flow and to find the harmony in the place, the harmony within chaos, even the harmony within everything changing constantly. It's there is that central point which has it. So I really love this, and I'm grateful, and thank you for listening. All the best. Trust yourself, breathe, and really trust your inner compass, what feels right. This is my biggest message. A lot of people will manipulate and change, and some things work for some people and not you. Really come into you and let yourself be the vast expression that you can be, and trust where your heart and soul takes you. Your heart and soul, not your mind so much, but where you really feel alive, where you feel that beautiful feeling of this is joy, this feels natural, this resonates with the core of my being. When you have that feeling, your whole DNA changes, your whole well-being is amplified, because it feels so good and so enlivening. And that is the thing to trust. I just had to put that in there for anyone watching this. I really commend you for listening to that. I really commend you to discerning in this navigation field of life, and to choose what makes you feel alive and honored and true, and really trust that, because we all have that inside us, and it's just that life has sometimes taken it away. People have learned how to manipulate that and make you feel bad, and these are little old patterns of all sorts of things, of you know, the school system, sometimes old style parenting, sometimes just getting through in this world of busyness. But we can let go. This stuff is now changing. The world is changing. It really, really is. And I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited to be part of this, and to hold space, and to encourage you to really deeply honor that, even if it seems outrageous. Follow your heart, your soul, the part that doesn't want to harm anyone else, the part that celebrates life, the part that knows you are part of a field of consciousness that's whole and complete. And we've just forgotten. That's the dysfunction. We've forgotten that we are our own healers, and that we are amazing, and that, you know, common sense is almost pushed aside from too much intellectualizing. And I know I've intellectualized a lot. I'm a very studious person and curious. That when it comes down to the basics, it's getting your feet in the ocean, it's getting your feet into the garden with the ground, and connecting to trees and the sky, and looking into someone's eyes, and really being present and empathetic and compassionate, and really for yourself first, and therefore for the rest of the world. And there are people out there, unfortunately, they can really throw that in you. They can throw that compass out. And I'm going to make YouTubes about that so that people can see those signs and people can unbrainwash themselves and really align with the loving truth in their heart. And this is the change. This is in my mind and my heart and my soul, the change that will finally create what some people call a new world, or a new beginning, or the days of transformation. So now I'll finish. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel really empowered. Feel the breath, feel the chair, feel the surface that's supporting you. And you know, when this video stops, just take a moment to absorb this. Maybe write down some notes, maybe write down something that rang true for you, so that it's not just another bit of information. Breathe in, breathe out, and find out what your priorities are and align your life around that. That's been my navigation, and that really works. It really works. Trust that. Sat Nam.